Step number 1, open up idle, go to File, New, and that will open up the editor window. So this is the editor window. Step number 2, File, Save As, and I'm going to save my file as animal_quiz dot my first name, you'll want to choose your first name, dot my last name. So you choose your last name. You can add .py if you want, but Python will do this automatically. Now I'm going to save this. So you save this to your appropriate folder. Now, let's begin. This is going to be an animal quiz, which basically means it's a program that when it runs, it's going to ask me a question about an animal. I'm going to be given an opportunity to guess, and then I'll either get the guess correct or not. If I get it correct, my score will go up. So let's begin by setting the variable score equal to 0. Now I'm going to print guess the animal, like so. All right, let's save it. Now, let's see if everything runs correctly. This program won't do anything except set score equal to 0 and then print guess the animal, but everything prints correctly. So we close the shell, and now we can keep going. Okay, let's create our first guess. Guess 1 equals input. Which bear lives at the North Pole? There's my first question. Now, I want to be able to have a way to check my guess. So I'm going to create something called a function or a method. The next task is to check if the player's guess is correct. So let's type the following code. Let's go back to line 1, add in a couple of lines there, and then back to line 1. And this is how we define our method. We begin with the keyword def, stands for definition. Check guess is the name of the method, and it's going to take 2 parameters. It's going to take the guess that I made, and it's going to take in the actual answer. Then I begin with a colon. Notice Python will tab right in for you. Now, I'm going to create a global variable called score, and the global variable means that I'll be able to access the score anywhere in the program. So that's what it means to be global. If guess equals answer, colon, print correct. Now I update my score. Score equals score plus 1. Now I save it. All right, back down here to line 10. After the user makes the guess, let's check the guess. So I'm going to use the method or the function I just created. Check guess with guess 1, comma, and inside single quotes, what is the bear that lives at the North Pole? It's a polar bear. All right, let's test the code and see how well it works. Which bear lives at the North Pole? Polar bear. Correct. But the program ends there because we're not done. So I close the shell. Let's go to the next part. Now, after I check my first guess, let's create a second guess. Guess 2 equals input. Which is the fastest land animal? Let's check the guess. Check guess. This is guess 2. And what's the answer? It's a cheetah. Now, I'm going to make another guess. Guess 3 equals input. Which is the largest animal? And now let's check the guess. Check guess. Guess 3 is what the user has. Answer, blue whale. Okay, let's go ahead and run the code. Oh, actually, before we run the code, let's type one more thing. Print your score is string score. That'll convert the score to a string. All right, let's run the code. Which bear lives at the North Pole? A polar bear. Correct. Which is the fastest land animal? Cheetah. Correct. Which is the largest animal? Now I know it's a blue whale, but I'm going to pretend I forgot. Elephant. Your score is 2. So I got 2 out of 3 correct. Now, let's give the player more chances. Here's how we do that. Excuse me. Let's go back up to line 2 and enter a new line here. And I'm going to enter another variable called still guessing. And I'm going to set it equal to true. I'm going to set attempt equal to 0, so 0 attempts. And I'm going to say while still guessing, and attempt is less than 3, colon, if guess dot lower, and what this will do is that'll convert the user's guess all to lowercase. It's a great way to compare the answers more accurately. If I typed in cheetah with a capital C, I'd be correct, but I don't want to be penalized because I typed in a capital C. So it's easier just to convert everything to lowercase and then compare. Answer dot lower. Okay, what if that's true? Print correct. Then score equals score plus 1. Still guessing equals false, so I don't have to keep on guessing. Let's now get rid of this part of the code. And now let's create an else statement. Else, if attempt is less than 2, guess equals input. Sorry, wrong answer. Try again. Attempt equals attempt plus 1. Now, let's go down. And let's say if attempt equals 3, print the correct answer is answer. All right, let's see if I have everything lined up the way I want it. Which bear lives at the North Pole? Cheetah. Oh, sorry, wrong answer. Try again. Polar bear. Now this is the value of using the dot to lower. Correct. So the cool thing is now that I can use as many uppercase letters as I want, and it will convert everything to lowercase. Which is the fastest land animal? Cheetah. Correct. Which is the largest animal? Elephant. Oh, sorry, wrong answer. Try again. Horse. Sorry, wrong answer. Try again. Blue whale. Correct. Your score is 3. So now this gives the user opportunity to have more guesses. All right, let's move on to hacks and tweaks. Now, let's mix up the quiz just a little bit. And let's make it longer or harder using different types of questions, even changing the subject of the quiz. And we can try all of these hacks and tweaks, but remember, we need to save each one as a separate Python file so that you don't mess up the original game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resave this as animal quiz, but here after quiz I'm going to type 2. So this is version 2. Okay. Well, let's give this a multiple choice format. Let's try that. Okay, so let's go down to guess 1. And I'll start off my, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of this section here, like that. Okay, guess equals input. Which one of these is a fish? Now, I'm going to use the escape character. A, whale. Then I use the escape N, and that's going to create a new line for me. B, dolphin. Escape N, C, shark. Escape N, D, squid. Type, escape N, type A, B, C, or D. All right. Then I'm going to run check guess. Type in guess, and the correct answer is C. So now let's go ahead and let's run the code. I'll save it, Control S. Let's run it. Do you see how everything is created a new line? And right here, whale, that should be pushed down. So let me do that. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to cancel that. And then right here, where is it? Right there, A. I'm going to say escape N. And that should create a new line. All right, let's run it again. Guess the animal. Which one of these is a fish? C. Correct. Your score is 1. Awesome. Now, can I better my score with fewer attempts? Reward the player for getting the answer right with fewer guesses. Give 3 points if they get in 1 try, 2 points for needing 2 attempts, and 1 point for using all 3 chances. Make this change to the line that updates the score. So, okay, here's what we do. Right here, we're going to say score equals score plus 3 minus the number of attempts. So if there's 0 attempts, then it's going to update the score by 3. If there's 1 attempt, then it's going to update the score by 2, and so on and so forth. Now, let's go back down here. Let's print guess the animal. Let's type guess equals input. Mice are mammals. True or false? Then we're going to check guess using the variable guess. Now the actual answer is true. Like so. Okay. Let's ask a new question. Guess 2 equals input. Parrots are mammals. True or false? Check guess. Guess. False is the answer. Let's save the code. Let's give it a go. Mice are mammals. True or false? False. Sorry, wrong answer. Try again. True. Parrots are mammals. False. Your score is 5. Cool beans. It's working. Awesome. All right, that is the animal quiz with both the normal quiz and the hacks and tweaks. Once you finish both sections, let me know, and I will put it in the gradebook. God bless you, wherever you are today.